Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Notando and I make videos on construction, lifestyle and travel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning back in. Please don't forget to like the video. So on today's video, we are going to be talking about the types of colleagues you might come across in the workplace. I want to say in construction, but this is probably literally everywhere in corporate. Let's get on into the video. So number one is the winner. When you get into a company or a job, this person is known for achieving or accomplishing a lot. They get publicly praised. They get they recognize, and it's like, oh, like you're the star. Like we go to you for the big projects. We go to you for, you know, like they praise, and everybody knows that they do a good job. Usually when you see them, they often really like calm. Personally, obviously, if you've achieved and you're doing well, you are going to be in a state of like confidence, because you're like, you know what I'm doing, and I'm doing well, and it's being seen. What you can take from the winner is have a bit more conversations with them, try to learn from them, see how the ropes work from them. That's how you can, you know, make the most of interacting with the winner. Number two is the silent hero. So the silent hero is, I think in most cases I could be a silent hero. I don't know. I don't like the attention. Do I? I don't know. Yeah, no. So the silent hero is the type of person that does his job without really taking credit for it. Nevertheless, this colleague is really important part of the team. They simply prefer keeping a low profile. Expect the silent hero to do their very best. They do their very best day in, day out. This person looks a lot like the winner, but they're often understated, and but they're very essential to the team. The silent hero does not want to be in the spotlight or like have a precedent set for them, so just let them be themselves. I mean, recognize that they're doing a great job here and there, but yeah, there's a silent hero as well. And then you have the veteran. The veteran is usually somebody who's been in the company for long, or like an older person within the company. So they like started when the company started usually, and they're part of it. So if you want to know the history of the company, you can always go to the veteran and get more information about it, like how the structure works, who was here first, what the patterns are here, like the company culture. The veteran is very important in learning that about the company. And then we have the mentor. So the mentor is the type of colleague that like takes you under their wing a little bit. They are always willing to help, and they're actually very forthcoming with information. So the mentor is, they love to teach you more than only the technical side of the job. They love sharing their knowledge and provide you with a broader perspective of how the company works. So don't be afraid to let the mentor help you into the role. Usually they'll offer the help more than you ask for it. Just be a good student, listen to the mentor, absorb as much as you can. Obviously, maybe sometimes they'll overshare things that you don't want, but like you do get like the mentor in the company. I can see myself being more of a mentor, because I also feel like the channel is very mentory, like, you know. So yeah, there's a mentor. And then you'll get to know the ally. The ally is somebody that's usually a friend at the office and also like a friend after hours usually. I actually have made allies in my previous places of employment, where we are friends at work and we're also friends outside of work. The nice thing about having an ally in the office is that you guys can like vent about your problems together. You guys can help each other out when you're going through something, and you guys have like a friendship outside of that. So allies really make work bearable, and they make work like kind of easy to smooth into. So yeah, just cherish it. If you can make a friend at work, cherish the friendships. Usually those friendships last beyond your place of employment. It's a good sign. So if you make an ally, colleagues can be your friends. The comedian. The comedian brings like a casual, light-hearted air into the office. Like they're like the jokester. They see life, like life is light-hearted for them, you know, and they can kind of like ease up intense situations. I have been around the comedian a few times. I actually can think of a few people that were like comedians in the office. They might be going through a lot as well. They might be like struggling with work or like personal lives, but at work they always manage to like bring a lightheartedness. I remember when I was still a student, we had this guy, Like during lunch, we'd all be chilling in his office, and he's just like talking rubbish, but we are like laughing the whole time. We're like laughing the whole time. I feel like a comedian is like a blessing, because like the things, you know what's funny? When I think of like work, when I think about like my experiences, you always remember the person that makes you feel shitty. You always remember the person that made you laugh. So the comedians are very like memorable people, and I feel like they make work less daunting or like stressful, because work can be really stressful. So allow yourself to laugh at their joke, as long as they're not offensive, number one, because some comedians are offensive. And don't get too distracted by the comedian, because sometimes they'll take up like a lot of your time, because they want you to be engaging with them consistently. So yeah, allow yourself to be entertained, allow yourself to be human, allow yourself to laugh, but like don't be distracted by the comedian too much. And then you have the gossip. The gossip, you must just keep an eye on the gossip. And sometimes like not one person can be multiple things that are on this list. So the gossip always knows like what's happening in the company, who said what where, who's leaving, who's staying. So just keep a close eye on them, because if they're telling you stories about other people, they probably tell other people about your story. So be careful of the gossip. Yeah, so, and also listen with the grain of salt. I feel like sometimes the gossip can be like, they like drama, so they'll probably like spice things up a little bit, or maybe like spread false information. So like take it with a grain of salt, and yeah. And then you have the sweet talker. The sweet talker, aka the ass kisser, but sweet talker is actually nicer. Their strategy is simple. Like they do anything to they're like the boss pleasers. They want to be noticed by the boss or somebody that's superior than them. They like saying nice things and giving compliments. And sometimes the sweet talker, or the if you're friends with them, they might like backstab you in order to seem like the better person to their superior. So be careful of the sweet talker, because they are very self-absorbed, and for them this is a game, and they're climbing a ladder. So even like the sweet talking is not out of genuineness, it's really for them to succeed. So yeah, you get the sweet talker. You get the Debbie Downer, the complainer. They're always complaining about work. So the complainer usually like is very frustrated in the workplace, or they're really bored, or they're really stressed, or they're just unhappy in the workplace. So how you can deal with the complainer is try not to let their spirit like dampen yours, because you guys are obviously having different experiences. Help where you can, let it go where you can't. When they maybe have a conversation with you, or they try to complain, try to deflect the conversation into something a little bit more positive. Maybe this will help them, and also like it will also protect you from all those vibes. And then we get the politician. So the politician comes in all shapes and sizes. It can be disguised as either the comedian, the gossip, or the alley. So the politician is somebody who would like backstab you or steal your ideas. So after you put in a lot of work, they just want to stamp in and put in their name on your work and say that they did it, or like take credit for things that they didn't really do, or like throw you under the bus about something that you maybe confided them in. So be vigilant and aware of like who really has your back and who doesn't. This is where it's like your colleagues are not your friend statement stems from. It's like you don't know what people's intentions are, and you don't really know who's who. So be aware, and also sometimes you only find out later on, and that's fine. But as soon as you do, then just be, aware. And then you have the lazy bones. Lazy bones. Lazy bones looks busy. Don't be fooled. Lazy bones has got the skill to delegate all the tasks that they need to do, like even the tiniest of things. They just pass responsibility to everybody else, and then obviously if they've given you the task to do whatever, it will, because it's their task, they'll still get credit for it, but they're not actually doing any work or taking any responsibility. So beware of the lazy bone. I mean, they might ask you to do certain things. Just make sure that you know what you're supposed to do, and if it's not impacting your work, maybe, I don't know, just beware. If this colleague's actions are not impacting you or your team, it is best for you to ignore them. If they do affect you, make sure you signal this behavior. So if they're asking for this, you're like, oh, no, I can't do that. So sorry. Or no, isn't that your responsibility? Type of thing. lastly, you get the newbie. So the newbie is possibly a graduate or somebody who just recently joined the company. How you can handle the newbie is be like welcoming, because if you can remember your first day in a new company, you appreciated the people that initiated like assistance towards you, the people who, let's say, printed out drawings for you if you're in the construction industry, or the people that showed you how to use a certain software in the thingy, or showed you how the company kind of like works in the system. That's what we do, this is how we save this. Oh yeah, by the way, are you sure you've got this and that? So yeah, with the newbie, try to be as helpful as possible, make the transition into the company as smooth as possible if you are around them or if you can, and just be nice, just so you know they feel welcome in the company. So yeah, this list was the type of colleagues that you can meet in the construction industry or any industry as possible. I got this idea because I read an article. I'll leave the link in the description. You can read the article for yourself. It's pretty much what the article says with a little bit of a twist. Thank you so much for watching. See you later in another video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Mwah.